Okay, the next dilemma we have to find a solution for is the shift bracket that comes off of the transmission. It is interfering with the header, or the header is interfering with the bracket. So we're going to have to modify the bracket, and what I plan on doing is cutting it right here at the elbow and taking out a section, welding it back together, and bringing the whole bracket closer to the transmission so that it will clear the header. And then I've got to, this is the original bracket off this Turbo 400 transmission. This is the bracket off of the 700 R4. And what I'm gonna have to do is cut this flange off, weld it to this flange so that it will bolt back to the transmission. So we got a little bit of work to do.
Exactly how long, how well, and when you slept. I can help you get on a straight.
So now all I have to do is weld them together. I cut about a 1/4 inch section out. All I have to do is weld them together.
Don't risk it. Plug it or kill it.
Okay folks, so we have successfully modified the transmission shift linkage bracket. It is now clearing the exhaust, and now we have to modify the cable mounting bracket, and we have already, where'd it go? Anyway, we've already marked the old bracket so that we can go ahead and weld it together. Okay, folks, I think we've got this bracket thing figured out for the transmission shifting linkage. So this is the bracket that we've modified. I've just put a tack weld right there underneath my thumb to verify that it'll work. It's going to be connected to these two bolts. Go right like that. Connect to the shifter cable. So let's get the welding on this thing, finish it up, bolt it on here, and then we will attach the shifter to the top side of the floorboard. Fire this thing up and drive it. So that's called a fusion weld, where you're not using a filler rod, because it's carbon steel, it's pretty soft, and you're using a TIG welder. You can do a fusion weld where you're just actually melding the two parts together. Okay, let's go ahead and mount it. Go. All right, this cable's mounted. Let's see if it works. I think I screwed up. All right, folks, we've modified the bracket, cut up the two brackets and combined them together and made up one. A little bit of trial and error there. I had it welded incorrectly, so I had to do a little bit more modifications. But anyway, this bracket looks and works great. So, time to take a little old man nap, and then we'll come out here and hook the shifter up, test the fuel line, make sure she's not leaking, and take this car for a ride.